All right. Just gonna do a one take. I'm not gonna edit this entire stream. I plan to make this about one take. So yeah, I might stutter a lot. I'm not that good of a talker either, really. I mean, without stuttering, I'd say. But for me, I have a lot to ponder for this couple of off season. For this very very long off season right now. I have a lot going on my mind, and a lot of I like ideals I want to do, for this off season, tweak my channel, experiment a lot because I really like to experiment with my content. Like you've been seeing with the ranking pay-per-view themes, the ranking with the pay-per-view themes. You see me do NBA streams when I don't really originally do any NBA content about my Knicks or any other team. I mean, I'm not that really informed in the game itself. I'm not really informed. I'm just a fan watching the game. I consider really myself a casual for game sports like hockey, basketball, and baseball. I don't really know the charges of my team. I just gotta keep studying, my team's history and keep studying the game like I did with football and wrestling. Because really, everything else besides wrestling and football, I'm a casual. And for wrestling and football, I am like a fucking I'm like a fucking student of the game. Like I'm still I consider myself a student of the game, but I'm very well informed about I've been watching both sports for a very very long time. Well, for wrestling sports entertainment, I'm just not I don't watch the shows like I used to. I do keep up, but my thing is I just don't watch it on a regular basis like I used to because that passion in me has died. Not because only because of wrestling and not because of a promotion being this and that, but because I'm pretty busy with my own life and I'm pretty busy with my own content. So it's a lot of conflicting decision that I have to make, and cutting down on wrestling is one of them. Even though I grew up loving it, but for me it's just hosting every single pay per view I can. But that's about it. For me it's just normally I would host. I'm gonna start planning to host pay per views, obviously, for both AEW and the main roster. As you can see, my upcoming streams. Tomorrow I'm gonna do Vengeance Day, and then also I plan to do my annual Knicks game a week. That's also what I'm gonna do as well. I want to do Knicks games, show love to my team, and that's one to keep me occupied for this very very long off season in football because wrestling and football has really been the whole staple, the whole staplement of my entire channel. Basically, that's how I got the people in love that I've met through the game of football and the sports entertainment for wrestling. Like it's just I met a lot of great people. I met a lot of we've had our differences. We've also I made a lot of friends at the same time, and I've met a lot of great people that pushed me to be more consistent, which I am. Normally, I wouldn't be recording these videos because I'm very introverted, and I'm not a people person like everybody else who watches this as a sport. Because I notice a lot of people being a people person. I'm just not that. It's just not in my nature. But for me, it's just normally I don't make these type of videos normally on a regular basis, but I do want to expand my content. Of course, I always want to expand my content because I want to explore my interests that I grew up watching and explore new interests that I'm getting into, such as hockey and such as more into basketball and baseball. So yeah, explore my regions, explore my horizons to different outcomes. Yeah, to different opportunities. My bad, not outcomes. Opportunities. See, I told you I was gonna stutter a bit, but I'm just not that people person. I'm very introverted. I usually keep quiet to myself. I'm only talking to really people I do know. But anyways, yeah, I do plan to make a lot of off-season content. I do plan to I already did a mock draft. If you want to go check it out, I already uploaded it in my channel earlier this morning. Yeah, I usually stay up past 2 or 3 in that morning, just to do content. It's mostly my editing hours, It's just, I just love doing it's just a hobby. I just love doing what I love. So that's how much I'm willing to sacrifice a few hours of sleep just to put in the work for content, to put out these great quality videos for you guys. And, because a part of me, doing these videos, makes me feel youthful in a world where, you're aging rapidly, time flies back, past you, and it's very, short. You just never know how much time you really have left in this world. So with the time I have left, because life's not guaranteed, I could be gone by tomorrow. This could be my last video. You don't ever know what might happen. So I just want to take it day by day and explore my passions and move forward with this entire content. But yeah, enough of the sentimental shit. I'm just gonna wrap it up saying, yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of I'm still gonna continue the NFL content like the mock drafts. I'm gonna have a second mock draft once free agency is concluded. And then for baseball, I'm gonna stream once a Yankee game a week, and same with the Knicks. I'll basically conclude into that, and that's basically about it. And also wrestling pay-per-views per month. I'm gonna do AEW in March, the first wrestling event coming in late March, and then special live events every now and then. So and also I'm gonna have a lot of planned out content. I'm still in the works of doing it. I'm always writing down notes, jotting what's in my head. I'm like a sponge, basically. Taking the ideas of other people and honing into my own abilities. So I'll just wrap it up on there. I'll give my final thoughts on the Giants. About the team, with Brian Dable, who we signed, I'm not gonna give in like I did with Joe Judge, because I was one of his biggest supporters, and I don't want to fall for that same rabbit hole I went down and survive. And surprisingly came out of that rabbit hole that was very infested with poison and fucking pain and misery. But other than that, I hope Brian Dable's the guy. That's all I want to pray he is. I'm still gonna do the hype up videos for the Giants as well. But overall, I hope it's not the same wishy-washy shit I've been watching for the last 10 years, because really this team hasn't been the same since Tom Coughlin. And I hope we upgraded a lot in O-line. We upgraded in pass rush depth, because really we need a pass rush, because that corner is only going to get the secondary is only going to be as good as our pass rush. I don't mind letting go of Bradbury or any of these secondary guys, because any secondary can look good once they have a legit pass rush. If you look at teams like the Niners, you look at teams like Chicago, they have in common a great front seven. That's why they're able to consistently get after the quarterback. Doesn't matter who they have in their secondary. I'd rather just get a front seven and deal with the cornerback issues in a much later in a very much later state than dealing with a pass rush that can't get to the quarterback. Because I'm tired of this coverage stack bullshit. It's not going to work in today's NFL, where it's a heavy passing league and teams can kill you with the cover 2, cover 3 zones with middle passes or out passes. And because people, a lot of football players can't tackle anymore without either being penalized or just can't tackle at all. So I really hope we get this pass rush situated. As for O-line, hopefully we put Daniel Jones in the best position possible. And shout out to DJ, because he's not complaining, with all the crap he's had to put up with for the last 3 years. I'll give him that. I mean, he's not everybody's cup of tea in New York, obviously. So, I mean, I still believe in the kid. So hopefully he can prove a lot of people wrong. I still have some, hope of faith for him. And plus, we're really not losing anything this season, giving DJ another shot, because he's on a rookie contract. So it's not going to hurt to, take this 1 year as a rebuild to rebuild the line. So that way him or the next following quarterback we move on from and take to replace him is in a much better position than when DJ was in 2019. It's all about infrastructure and coaching, really. Hopefully Dable's the coach, and also hopefully our infrastructure gets better for the next quarterback, or if DJ's the quarterback in 2023 and beyond that. So that's just really where my mindset is. I'm just going to take it slow. I'm not going to rush into conclusions with the Brian Dable's situation. I like the signings of Martindale. Preferably, I wish we could have got Vic Fangio, but it is what it is. I mean, hopefully Martindale proves me wrong. Mike Kafka, that was a pretty good signing. Hopefully, he pans out as an offensive coordinator, being that he coached Patrick Mahomes and he's very beneficial for Daniel Jones. And speaking of Danny once more, I'm happy he's hanging out with Josh Allen in the offseason to learn Dable's offense and also pick up a couple of skills. Hopefully that, and not turning the ball over in terms of fumbles. Picks aren't really my concern for him. It's just really fumbling, really, because DJ rarely throws a lot of picks unless he's going up against the Rams. But other than that, DJ rarely throws over 3 to 4 picks, on a regular basis. So that's just my thing with him. It's just, and plus, surprisingly, he's never thrown a pick 6 in his career. I'll give him that. He's managed to not put us in a position to throw a pick 6 in his career. Other than that, I'll end the video on a very optimistic note. Let's go Giants, and let's go Rangers, Knicks, Yankees. Those are my 4 teams, and hopefully we can turn this thing around, because I've been waiting for 10 years to turn this around. And because I don't want what I grew up loving, as the days go by, it's becoming a very distant memory of those 2010 days. It's just not, it's not the same anymore as the years go by and we're continually being miserable. I just don't know how much it can take. But other than that, hopefully the Giants turn it around. Hope Dable's the guy, Joe Shane's the guy, the next GM, the next Ernie Accorsi type of GM. You know, to lead us out of poverty and lead us out of famine. So other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I'm just gonna end it on a positive note. Go shout out to my boy John J. Go shout out to my boy TRL Jonas. Go shout out to my boy CEO Giants Nation. Those and CG and all these other Travis Berg and all these other content creators that are trying to come up with me, and I'm on this ride, for us to grow and grind as content creators and friends. But other than that, YTC out. You guys have the rest of your good night very well because I'm recording this at night and 7:47 p.m. Eastern time. You guys have a wonderful night or day wherever you're at. So, all right, YTC out.